digits, but she really with the shits. Told her tuck across, then she suck up on my dick.
There we go. Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome to King Fieldsy's review of Call of Duty Cold War. Going to be going through a basic rundown with my buddy here, Payne. Got him here helping me out. He's a little bit more knowledgeable on the campaign and a few CDL things than me. So we'll be going over, of course, campaign, multiplayer, our opinions on weapons, how it's going to play out in the future, the zombies, and Warzone. See how that feels.
Yup.
You got anything to start off to say, Payne?
I mean, just a general opinion. I love the fucking game right now. I put it at like a top 5 right now for me. Coming from Modern Warfare, I put Modern Warfare at the bottom of my list. So the game fucking sucked. I hate every fiber of that game. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game right now, and I'm looking forward to helping you kind of break through this review.
Alright, well, since to be honest, I haven't played a campaign since, like...
I've already beaten it on veteran, so...
I'm done with you.
I played literally all night last night. I beat it on veteran.
Alright, you know what? I haven't played a campaign since Halo Remastered came out on PC, so go for it. This is all you, brother.
I mean, obvious spoilers. I don't want to disclose anything towards you if you don't want me to say anything.
You can full send spoiler alert for everybody. If you don't want to know about the campaign,
so
skip it.
Pretty much, the game starts out as like you make your own like CIA operative or MI6 operative, and it's your character. So like obviously I'm Mike, and I named it Mike, and played through the game, and it's like you're reliving memories that you think you have, and we'll touch on that a little later. But pretty much you're looking for a Soviet agent named Perseus. He's a guy pretty much trying to control nukes and blow up the entirety of Europe, right? So going through the missions, you're searching, nothing comes up, and there's a lot of like intel and shit that you could find that points towards like, what it's leaning towards, like, and this game also has choices in it.
Ooh.
So depending on what you do in the story, it changes the narrative. It changes what inevitably happens at the end of the game. So I mistakenly got the bad ending without even knowing that I got the bad ending, because at the end of the game you come to on a medical bed, right, in a CIA headquarter thing, right?
Okay.
And one of the main characters is kind of just leaning over you. He keeps saying this like code phrase, and at this point you realize you've been brainwashed. So you were the right-hand man of this guy named Perseus, the guy that's trying to control all the nukes, right? And the CIA turned you into a mole, a sleeper agent, essentially, to help you, or help them find where Perseus would be hiding when all these nukes are supposed to go off. So, me being the dumbass that I am, I lied and was like, hey, yeah, that motherfucker ain't there. Y'all brainwashed me. Get the fuck out of here. Because I thought it was, because like the conversation I had with one of the main characters was peaceful. Like there was nothing really, there was nothing like that showed me I was going for a bad ending, essentially, So I just kind of went with my gut and ended up nuking the entire Western Hemisphere. So I had to go back and replay it. But
oh god,
a lot of stuff, man. It's a very interesting campaign. Obviously, I beat it on veteran. Realism probably next.
already ran through veteran after it came out at midnight, and we're 9:30 at night on the East Coast here.
Yeah, I want to say I beat it in like 6 hours.
And oh my god, bro!
Like I started at like 12 because it took me a little bit to get into the game. You were there. You were there for that. Yeah, you were there for that. I think that was the first problem I had, was like after the game installed and we were allowed to play. Obviously, I'm in the central time zone, so 11 o'clock rolled around for me, and I was like, okay, let's fucking play. I get on. Shaders had to install. I was trying to connect to the online services, and it wouldn't let me connect to the game. So at this point, I was just like, fuck it, I might go to bed. And so I waited around, was talking to like the rest of the gang,
Everybody.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and then finally I got into the game and was able to start the campaign. And I think it was like 12:30 when I started the first mission. I finished the campaign around like 4 in the morning.
I played a couple hours. Everybody was
I
pissed.
think I think I could actually pull up when I got the final achievement. Give me
Do
one
it.
second.
While you're doing that, everybody that I know that knows me, that was talking to me last night, was so pissed off that I was literally. I clicked it at 12 o'clock. I loaded in first try, no problem.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off just slightly. You know, I guess that kind of branches off into multiplayer and the other stuff. It's like the game's
Yeah.
already kind of having issues, but it's not like a fuck ton of issues, you know.
It's not
the
bad server issues off like for a startup of a Call of Duty game. It's not horrible. We all expected, especially us on the PC side here, expect the server issues.
yeah.
I'm actually really kind of was geeking that I had to go in and physically increase my frame rate like percentage into it. Like it took me like 15 minutes to find
I mean,
that out.
that's cause you had like ray tracing on, you had everything on
Well,
like medium to
I
high.
turned everything off rip, but there's actually a setting.
I'll
that
let you know.
locked
I'll
it.
let you know a secret, man. Is like the game still looks good on low settings.
I used all low because I wanted like my
Yeah.
140, 160 frames because
I mean, like the bit. I have to say it, and I know we were talking about the campaign, but I'm just kind of branching into multiplayer real quick.
that's fine.
The one thing that pissed me off the most about this game was them releasing only 8 maps, and they've been working on this game for however long.
With quarantine that's been in effect,
Like, don't get me wrong, some of the maps are alright, but like when you play 5 of the maps during beta, and they just add 3 maps after the beta, it's
Well,
like,
there's
what
no
did y'all
point.
even like? What's the point of this? Zombies, I think, was interesting. I played a little bit of
we'll
that.
get into that in more detail. I played over.
Yeah, let's branch into multiplayer. Obviously, the
Oh.
campaign's good. I think you should definitely play the campaign. I give it a solid like 4.3 out of 5.
Okay, so it's worth the play. I might
Yeah.
have to install it. I
Especially on beta, and it was actually like easier than I anticipated. Like I probably, if I just recruit ran it, like I used to do, I probably would have finished the campaign in like 2 hours.
Okay.
But
So this
I was
isn't
trying
like
to go
back in
around
the
and like choose
day-
things.
The back in the day kind of
Yeah,
way
it
of
really
doing
shows. It really shows like that classic Call of Duty storyline
Okay.
aspect. It was really nice.
Awesome.
And they kind of tied Modern Warfare story into it a little bit, and that's a kind of a
That is kind of
You
nice.
can- so. All right, but on to multiplayer.
All
What you
right,
got for me?
So we're gonna start really for both of us because we both love CDL. How do
Yep.
you see the CDL league going this year? I know we've all heard of the PC.
Well, they're not doing the bubble.
possibility Switch. What bubble?
They are switching to PC. They're not doing a COVID bubble.
Oh, okay.
So obviously you got teams like Optic back. 100
Yeah.
Thieves are back. All pretty much every team that was here last season is back for the most part. But now they dropped down to that 4v4 setting, which is yes,
Yes.
big
I
yes for
actually
me.
love
I've
that.
always hated. I hated 5v5 in Black Ops 4. I hated it in Modern Warfare. So that was a big plus for me. I also think getting rid of domination was a big swing.
Yes, that's a
Bringing
big
back
swing.
control. I enjoyed control a little bit. I'm trying to find my middleman when playing control
Groove.
on this game right now. But obviously, search and destroy, hardpoint, those are like the OGs. Like you win those, you win the series.
You played
I
them for so long, they ain't gonna kick those out. They're still too popular.
Yeah,
Dom's hit or miss some games.
I think it's gonna be a good season, man, and especially with how things have been going this year and the way this last CDL season went. If they go back to the online setting, at least this time they have an idea of what they want to do and like how they're gonna do it, and it's gonna be different this time around.
As a PC and controller player, how do you
Yep.
feel about the rumors of them being controller PC?
I mean, with consoles like the Series X and the PlayStation 5 coming out and not necessarily living up to what we expected as the consumer.
Yeah,
I
the
think
day
it.
one release is kind of.
I think it's gonna. I think it's a good switch because obviously most AAA titles that have an esports are on computer, like CS. You know, you got
Yeah,
Overwatch, League of Legends.
but
They're
the
on
fact
computer.
that
And
they have those players, not per se playing on mouse and keyboard, but hooking a controller up to a PC is kind of.
I mean, and it's okay. That's kind of where I also have to draw the line because being able
Yeah.
to play on mouse and keyboard and coming from controller and switching between the two on this specific Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh. Hang on, code red.
having some trouble there.
Code red. Hang on, we have a code red.
Dinner's done. Okay.
I need a technical difficulties screen right now. I don't know what just happened.
I'll be there in a minute.
Give me 1 second. I have to exit full screen to move it.
Oh, you're good. We could just leave that in too, cause.
Yeah. Well, I'll fix those later. Oh, hey.
But I mean, it's all good though. So, where were we? We're still talking about the CDL.
CDL controllers.
Oh, controller
with
to
the
PC.
PC,
Okay, so
yeah.
coming from a console, and having the expectation that a console was gonna have 120 hertz refresh rate. No.
No.
For them to have already announced that they were switching to a PC platform, but still giving PlayStation exclusivity, that's big, especially for Sony. Like, this gives that opportunity, you know, like, because a lot of players that I know, you know, I mean, including myself, I consider myself better now on mouse and keyboard than I am on controller. But I could still pick up the controller and play like I am on mouse and keyboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the weirdest, like, 50-50, but aside from that, technologically, it's just better. You're getting you're actually getting what you're paying for. You're getting the refresh rate. You're getting that time, and you're getting that essentially lag-free experience. You know, like that latency-free experience, and it's so refreshing. Like, I got a 240 hertz monitor right here, and I can tell you, I'm never going back to. I'm never ever. You know, like this one's 144. This one's 144. This one's 240. I'm never ever going back.
What is it? For me, growing up, of course, the 360, a little bit of PlayStation 3.
That's for us, man.
But like being decent trash there and making the switch and having to grow better on PC, I can't go back to a controller ever and feel the same because I've made such strides as a PC gamer more than I think I ever could as a console controller player.
I mean, it's something that's refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, it's something new. It's not, you know, new in the sense of you're not picking up a controller anymore or you're not playing on mouse and keyboard. It's something new that, you know, it's been a 17-year-long experience with Call of Duty on console esports.
Oh yeah.
And now they're just branching out, and that's exciting. That's great. You know, it's good to see that something like that's finally happening.
I feel like they feel like they're going to get a bigger scene for it with
Yeah,
it being on
yeah,
PC.
absolutely.
Like how Overwatch had that huge couple years build up. League's still huge. CS:GO's still huge.
Yep.
God,
Yep.
look at how old CS:GO is.
I mean,
And it's
CS
still
in general.
huge.
CS in general. You had Source, you know, coming out of that in the 1.6 global offensive, and then, you know, the one we currently are on now is like, it's a different ball game. You know, it's a different feeling. It's a different emotion.
All right,
Play
now,
those games.
Since we've gone in for the pro level, let's take it down to like the amateur level. Those who want to be good and work that.
All right.
With
All right. This is
CMG matches. This is kind of our level here almost.
Do I believe that wagering and shit is gonna be fun on this game? My honest answer is no, and the reason for that is just it's gonna get old very quickly unless maps start getting added in.
Yeah.
Unless competitive maps start getting added in, I should say, because we've had these tastes of these maps for so long now, already,
Mhm.
and the game just came out. Satellite, Moscow, Cartel.
I played 2 hours, and I think I played every map.
Exactly. So it's gonna get old quick, and it's gonna get unenjoyable quick. But I think just given the refreshment from sprinting around cracked out on Modern Warfare to something that feels like I'm playing Black Ops 2 again, even remotely close to playing Black Ops 2 again. I'm not saying this game compares to Black Ops 2 at all, but it's,
I'm gonna
it
be
feels
honest.
like it.
That's what got me at when I first hopped into multiplayer. I go to play like a Modern Warfare Call of Duty. Not even
I'm
like,
like, what the fuck is this?
I'm
I gotta
so
like ask.
slow.
I'm like, what the fuck is this game? Like, people don't play, and everybody's got a gaming headset nowadays. So,
Yeah.
and that's the other huge problem I had with this game was, although wager matches and all that are playing private matches where everything's unlocked,
Yeah.
you know, um, casual matches, people that have expensive headsets and other things, they literally put a sound whore perk at level 38. Like, it's not like I don't get to be silent in my footsteps until level 38, and it's like, okay, well, now I just have to play really fucking cautious till this level, and then I could do what I want to do again.
Yeah.
But and then you got things like the decoy grenades, which are awesome. I don't know if you've seen
I
those yet. They
haven't yet.
actually they imitate footsteps.
Oh.
So instead of like bullets, it sounds like someone's running at you.
Now that's actually really good.
Now that throws off the corner campers that are like, oh my god, somebody's running up.
Right?
Then you run up on with Ninja and you just fuck them up. It's a great feeling. But yeah, wagers and all that shit. I think it'll be okay for a couple months.
Do you
but-
think the PC wagers and CMGs will be more?
I think
of a
it's all
thing
gonna mesh
this
fine.
game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't know if you knew, Modern Warfare, there was hardly no CMG wager matches.
Well,
at,
there were-
like the
so-
start of
so-
COVID.
Yeah. The start of COVID was bad, but like at the start of the game, and I say this loosely, I was not a part of MM for a while,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
I was in HSS for a while, and I branched off and kind of made my own team for a little bit, and we had guys that were playing on PC with controller, and it was just called. They had the crossplay bracket in game battles.
Yeah,
So we
you
were just
had to
running
have a
those.
controller though, like they wouldn't let
Yeah,
the mouse and
yeah.
keyboards in.
Which is but I think that's fine now,
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of the standard now is like if you're playing a competitive game on PC and they want you to play controller, you just plug in your controller and go. It's not a problem.
Listen, I have to still find a fucking controller, okay?
I mean, I don't think every match is going to be strictly controller. Like I think there will be PC wagers.
I feel like there's going to be more PC brackets. I'm hoping. Let me be honest. I'm hoping more for the mouse and keyboard PC brackets. A little bit more. Just to, like, say for those who want to start growing towards the amateur scene.
Right.
Maybe work towards the amateur pro. It gives
Right.
them that ability. And I feel like this game's going to give that.
Right, absolutely. All in all, I am enjoying the game right now.
Hmm.
I can imagine that someone somewhere is gonna fuck it up down the line.
It is a Call of Duty game.
It
There
is.
will be
It's
too
a
many
Call of Duty at heart.
shaders.
So
Too big
Call
of
of
an
Duty at
update.
heart. But I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed the campaign. I'm really enjoying multiplayer. I'm on my grind for diamond SMGs right now. So
Here's a serious question. How do you feel about drop shot changing in this one?
I mean, it didn't really change because there's attachments that you could put on that
Well, I'm
put it
talking
back in
about
the
for
game.
those
You know,
that
like.
just start up, those who have played
If you're a
Call of
hit,
Duty.
if you're all right, if you're on PC and you drop shot, you're gonna get the kill.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
a different
guaranteed.
story.
Your hip fire is just gonna be off the chain. But I mean, even on console, it's the same. You just lay down, just don't ADS,
Yeah.
just go with it. I mean, that's all I could really say for it. But I mean, you're still a bitch if you drop shot.
Drop shotting.
Plain and simple.
Oh god.
It's 2020, man. Like people have scuffs now. Just go get a scuff and jump around the corner on me. I'd be less mad at a scuff jumper than a fucking drop shotter.
Alright, so What level are you? Because I know you've played more than me today. I've had things going on.
I think I'm like 34.
Okay. So far, what is your favorite gun?
AK-74U, all the way.
My-
That and the FFAR one,
Which one?
the FAMAS.
Okay, the FAMAS.
So,
How do you
just-
like the tactical rifles being a choice now?
I mean, you know, M16 has always been a favorite. It's a classic.
I'm
The
enjoying
AUG,
it.
classic.
Yeah.
You know, it's same with like Modern Warfare. We had like the SKS. You had like the all the guns in there.
I mean, I just feel like the 3-tap M16 coming back. It's just nostalgic to me.
It's I mean, it's a fear and it's a gift, but I'm not really a big M16. I've never really liked burst weapons, so
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
I've always been an SMG run and gun type.
That's been you since I've met you. That has
Yep.
been you. Alright,
So-
so we'll give this a break. Multiplayer's got a lot to grow. We'll probably come back and do another video a couple months
Down
down
the line,
road.
yeah.
See how it's progressed.
Absolutely.
Now, zombies.
Yep.
Opinions on how you feel about zombies right now.
They solved the fucking Easter egg in one day. I need something more challenging than that. That's all I'm gonna say. And it
I
was like
agree.
the weakest Easter egg I've ever seen Treyarch do.
Oh, God. Oh, man. I haven't even watched
But
it.
like gameplay wise, it's enjoyable to an extent. I mean, if I'm just trying to play solo, I'm not trying to get fucked by 200 zombies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. My first time playing at round 7, it's just like, where the fuck are all these zombies coming from for round 7?
Yeah. I mean, I got to like 13 and had to deal with 2 of the big fucking boss monsters.
Oh god.
And it's like, dude, I'm literally playing solo. Can I not have this?
Can you calm it down just a little bit for
There's
me?
just a slight amount. And then they brought back Dead Ops Arcade, which I think they could have just dedicated 2 base maps off the rip and
Yeah.
got rid of the Dead Ops Arcade. But obviously some people liked the Dead Ops Arcade from the original games, so.
I mean, it was alright. How do you feel the replay zombies is going to be?
Replayability is going to be there, regardless. It's zombies, you know?
Right. You think there's
It's always going to be playable. No matter how shitty it is, too. It's like, I'll still go back and play the original Nocturne Totem. Like,
Alright, for you, did you get the Nocturne vibes during the day, like, in certain parts of it when you first started playing? Like, the upstairs and the short building?
Yeah.
You
I
see
remember,
the
like,
class
I remember
fighting.
when I first started playing zombies. I don't know if you remember this, but upstairs on that second level, there where you could buy the hand grenades,
Yeah.
there was a glitch there that if you went down and you were playing in a multiplayer lobby, if you went down and you died there, and you spawned back in the next round, you go back up there and you proned underneath the grenades, you were invincible.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. And so that brought back those memories, and then I remember like running around with the death cards and paintball and stuff.
Oh god. I honestly, for me, it was.
It's classic, man. It's
It
classic.
came straight to me like when I was upstairs just running around bullshitting.
Yeah,
I look
and that's the
outside,
thing.
I see
I'm
them
not.
down playing.
I'm not against them taking classic maps like Nocturne
Yeah.
Totem and just expanding on them, like making them
Yes.
even better.
And bigger to an extent.
I think they just need to tone back the difficulty just slightly, you know, especially for casual players. Like, I just tried to hop in a game to see how it was. And like I said, hundreds of zombies on round 13 and 2 of the big-ass motherfuckers, so.
You're getting fucked on round 13 when you used to be able to make it to round 20 by yourself at least.
Yeah.
How do you... Okay, so I haven't done it yet, but what's the Warzone experience like for this game? Have you checked it out?
There isn't one yet.
There isn't? So it just takes you back to Modern
They're
Warfare's Warzone.
so it's to be determined on their Warzone thing, because right now they're saying December. I think
Okay.
it's like December 11th is when their Warzone experience is supposed to drop.
Okay.
But pretty much, and this is just a base explanation of it in my head, I guess. Have you played the firefight? The
I haven't yet.
Dirty Bomb, right? So if you play that and you play like the Dirty Bomb, aside from like the objective shit that you have to do, you jump out of a plane, you have armor, you could plate up and do all that shit, right? So that is pretty much the Warzone experience. Like,
Okay.
if you go and play that, I haven't had the chance to play it. I don't think I will play it just
I
because I'm
haven't
not really
either.
a fan of 4v40 or 4v36, whatever it's
Oh,
called.
God.
It's 10 teams of 4.
Okay.
So,
So it's not
all
as big as main like Warzone was, but it's
no,
pretty much the
no,
same
but
thing.
it's pretty big. Yeah, it's like Ground War for, just to get a taste.
Well, since we are talking Warzone, have you seen yourself in before Cold War came out and in Modern Warfare, the RCXD came out in Modern
did see it.
Warfare's Warzone?
I did see it. I have not gotten to get it yet, nor will I probably take the chance to go get it, because,
Cold
new
War's
COD comes out, everybody's on it.
I really was terrified seeing that, like the videos of it. I'm like, Last Circle dropping one of those.
That'd be
Fuck that
fucking
shit.
brutal.
I'd cry. That'd be the way I lose to another team.
No. I mean, it's just, again, it's all like marketing plays for them to sell the
yeah.
new game and get everything going for the next iteration of Call of Duty and Warzone. So, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
Granted, right now it looks kind of grim, but I'm having fun on the game. I beat the campaign. I had fun with that. Playing zombies. I'll probably do the Easter egg on a stream here soon.
I'll probably join you eventually.
And I'll just go from there. So, what's that? Oh, hey, food. Thank you.
Food deliveries on videos. I love it. That is how.
Hey,
we do
you
it
know what
here.
that means, though.
Oh yeah, it's time to wrap up anyway.
But yeah, man. I get all in all, the game solidly like a 4.3 out of 5.
Yeah. You
So-
know what? I can't argue with that. Thank you so very
So.
much for being with me, Pam.
Absolutely, man.
Been
Absolutely,
great.
always.
Great video. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Y'all give us some likes, comments. I hope everybody can subscribe. Let us know if you want us to do this maybe 3-4 months down the road. See the states of Call of Duty now. At that point, because we all know Call of Duty will change within a month.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for being here watching.
I ain't rude, bitch. All my money blue, bitch. I ain't rude, bitch. I'm that dude, bitch. I ain't rude, bitch. All my money blue, bitch.